What happened? What'd you do?
Got bread going, guys. You've all been asking for us to cook some bread. So.
Did you do a loaf without us?
Yeah, I cooked one loaf without you. I'm sorry. But, got the second loaf here. It's all ready to go. I just have to score it and stick it in the Dutch oven. Score it up and then we'll show you it at the end, guys.
Did we have to spend like half an hour scrubbing the oven this time and the stovetop and getting all the dirt off of it?
No, very nice.
Is this a little bit better than doing bread in the pole barn?
Yes, and it wouldn't be being done right now if it was in the pole barn because it's negative wind chills outside.
I think it's like 1 degree out, so but it's nice and cozy here in the cabin, eh?
Yes.
So a lot of people have asked what we're doing with the mini cabin and why we built it. Well, this is one of the few reasons. This is actually one of the many reasons. So not only are we going to bake in here, but we're going to use this space for canning our harvest from our garden. We're going to use it for a guest cabin. I'm going to use it for my sugar shack outside underneath the lean-to. And this is going to be a very useful space.
Uh-huh.
It's something that people don't put into consideration real often when they are building a tiny cabin or a small space to live in full time. Well, sometimes it's nice to have a little extra space, right?
Yes.
Just like a pole barn, it fills up real quick. Small cabins are nice. You can do without, but you know, we have the resources, the time, the know-how now to build a space like this, and
we have some happy guests this summer and fall. They'll be happy to stay in here. And the reason we have the stove in here, guys, and one in the cabin is because I really like that stove in there, but the oven doesn't work. Maybe he'll work on it this spring, see if we can make it work. Yep. But I didn't want to get rid of it, but I wanted to be able to bake because I love to bake. So he's going to hopefully maybe fix that for me this
We'll try.
spring. He's
we'll
gonna
try.
It's
vintage and
we
parts.
haven't ever tried to fix it, so.
Yeah, it's vintage. It's hard to come by parts. We did find a parts stove, but once you start ripping old stuff apart, a lot of times you break more things than you fix. So this is our solution for now. Plus, Jen has a nice, beautiful space here. More
Yes.
space than we do in the cabin.
Yes.
And it's going to be more easy to clean, and it's going to be like a dedicated space.
Yes.
And then if, Jen gets grumpy with me and kicks me out, I have somewhere to stay.
Uh-huh. If he's lucky in the wintertime, I'll turn the heat on.
So yeah, I hope that answers a few of your questions. Again, this outside space over here on this outside wall, I'm going to use that for my sugar shack, making our maple syrup. We know there's a ton of new people here over the last 6 months, so a lot of you guys don't even know that we do maple syrup and that we bake and that we garden. You've been watching us build this mini cabin and do other things like that around here, just do projects. You didn't know we do all this fun stuff too, right?
Right. So
that's going to be a great resource again, and then, maybe we'll find a friend or two that wants to come hang out with us. So.
Ooh la la. Yummy, yummy. Let's go check on the bread. So I pull the lid off and it's gonna cook for another 20 minutes and I'll show you the end product. But Can y'all smell it? Maybe I'll have a tiny little bit of bread at dinner tonight. Not a big piece. I'm sharing this most. I make this mostly for you guys because you guys were all asking me to make bread. So that's why I made it. I'm trying to be good and not eat a lot of extra stuff. And so we're gonna share it with the neighbor, but maybe I'll have a tiny little bit and freeze the rest. We'll see. Gotta feed my birdies, guys. My birdies go through so much bird seed right now. It's ridiculous. And that's just the little chickadees mostly. I don't really know where the blue jays went. I used to have like a plethora of them, but it's mostly chickadees that come. But the little chickadees are making me fill this up 2 or 3 times a day, so keeping them full. Jay's out there doing his chores. Doing our chores. He's just doing it this time. Thank you, hon. Gotta keep water. Gotta keep the water being made. We all need it. Drinking, showering, and cleaning, so. Oh, it's so cold out though, guys. It's like it hurts your fingers if you're outside for too long. But the little birdies. They empty these feeders like, man, it's their job. Which it is, obviously, but I don't know why they're not checking out this one today. Had some turkey visitors lately. What you doing, Scout? What you doing? Huh? What? Hey! Yeah, it's cold. We're going inside, okay? You guys ready to go inside? Yeah, it's cold out, isn't it? Got fresh snow. Never-ending job.
All right, good stuff, guys.
Thanks for getting water. Appreciate it.
Oh, thanks for helping and feeding the birds and making bread and carrying pots in. So,
Teamwork.
yeah. Hang your little bird suet things or hang your bird blocks after your class.
Yep.
All right, I'm gonna go out, guys. Let's go do something. I don't know. Let's go fiddle for a couple hours.
Stay warm, Lava.
Yep.
Alright, guys. Bread. The bread is done. Like I said earlier, maybe we'll each have just a little piece with dinner tonight. Not a big giant chunk, but a little piece. Doesn't look yummy?
It smells pretty delicious in here.
So, like I said, maybe we'll have a tiny piece and share the other loaf with the neighbor and then just freeze the rest and sample a little bit here and there. Right?
Yep.
So stove's off. Yummy, yummy. Pups are crazy. They must be having cabin fever or something because they keep wanting to go outside. But you guys ready to go outside? Huh? Let's go, pup. Let's go outside. Everybody's got to get bundled up when it's frigid outside. Whoa!
Started. That's good. We don't have to walk out of here. Walk back to the truck. Seriously, what would we do if this snowmobile didn't run? Knock on wood. We'd be screwed.
You guys don't want to be outside? You don't even want to go potty? Go potty! At least go potty! It's just too cold, isn't it? It's too cold for the pups. They do not like the cold. Scout prefers the warmth of the fire. So does Timber. Here, boys. Alright guys, we're gonna go down to the shed and get
Bird food.
some bird food, some corn for the turkeys, cause they're...
You're supposed to feed the turkeys, so you really shouldn't. Just say you're feeding the birds.
I gotta go get some corn for the birds.
Just go feed. You just don't have to say corn. Just say we're going to get food for the birds. Just like I said, we're going to get food for the birds.
Yes, we're going down to get food for the birds.
We keep it in the shed down there because it's rodent proof. Knock on wood. Like we never had rodents in there.
So we're gonna go get that, but it's
the lock on the shed gets frozen.
Jay tried to get it yesterday and the lock was frozen, so gotta go and freeze it.
Yeah, everything's like 10 times harder when it's cold. That's why we hibernate to 50%. We 50% hibernate in the winter. So anyway, let's go. It's freezing. No time for yakking today. You think I'm grumpy on a warm day, grumpy on a 0 degree day. Good?
Yep. Topens. Gotta keep my Blue Jays happy, guys. It's my expensive habit. Jason likes to buy expensive toys.
Yeah. Yeah, just for myself.
You like to buy expensive toys. I
don't like to buy expensive toys. Don't try that crap. Everything we have, we need for survival.
I need this for entertainment.
You do. So, time has kind of gotten away with us from us the last few days. We were dealing with winter survival, and I left all my tools out here. They got a little covered, so I'm gonna brush everything off, clean up. I think we're done with. I think we're done with the mini cabin trim for a little bit, and we're gonna move into the big cabin for a few days and do stuff in there. So I'm gonna clean up for a little bit because the weather's gotten real nasty around here. You can see the wind is back. Wind turbines going, flags going. I need to get inside the barn where I could be protected. There's no more of this 20s and high 20s, low 20s stuff. It's winter. So another thing that hopefully is coming soon is maple syrup time. So I'm going to try to drag my stuff over here to the lean-to so you guys can see what the setup's going to be for my maple sap. If you guys are interested, the last few years, every time in March, we start doing maple syrup. It's kind of just a fun thing to do, get you outside when the temperatures start warming up. You get that cabin fever. It's a great hobby to help alleviate that. And we're excited to do that. It's not something that a ton of people watch us do on this channel, but I have prior years in March. If you want to go see some really pretty springtime videos, or what you would call like breakup in Alaska, winter breakup here in northern Michigan, things start to get a little bit nicer most of the time, and we can enjoy our property and enjoy the great outdoors again. So anyway, let's clean up this lean-to so I got some room to put that stuff out. Brrr. Alright guys, I got some of the stuff cleaned up in the lean-to. And, you know, to be honest, I just don't feel like doing this. It's cold. And maple syrup isn't going to happen for a few weeks. So I'll have a nicer, warmer day to mess with this. I got to move all this lumber or all this siding. I don't know where to put it. I don't want to put it here back next to the cabin because I've already done that and moved it a couple times. So I do have one thing I don't mind doing right now is we got some new batteries to add to our big solar array or our big solar power system. And I haven't even opened a box yet, so I want to check them out. This isn't like a sponsor of the video today. I just want to like check them out and see what I need to do in order to hook these to my system and to get prepped for that. So hang out with me for a few minutes and check these new server rack batteries out. I got this company, WATERFORD, works with a lot of YouTubers, and I think they're a little newer to the market. I have to do some research. Maybe they're not. Maybe they're a sister company or something to a different company. But I think from everything I've seen and a few good friends on YouTube here use WATERFORD batteries, they're pretty sweet and pretty impressive. So let's open one up. I want to see if I have to you know, make my own wires, or maybe they include wires. I want to see what the connections are like. I want to just fiddle with one of them so I'm kind of prepped for the nice day that I get to add these to my system. So I'm pretty spoiled, guys. I'm pretty spoiled. I know it. But, you know, in order to show you that I am appreciative of how spoiled I am, I like to share this stuff with you so you at least know what to expect if you're to invest your money into a product like this. So, you know, somebody's got to do it. It's a hard, rough life for me. Haha. That's what I was wondering if I was going to see. Manual. Bracket of some sort. So I can take one of these inside and kind of read it. That looks like 2-foot cables, so that probably won't be long enough for what we need to do, but at least I know the gauge and the size. Pretty fancy. Desiccant things in here to keep it dry. Got ins and outs. So we can hook these in parallel to each other, or from each one you can go from one leg to a bus bar. It's cold out, guys. I'm sure these will turn on. There we go. Just gotta push it a little bit harder. Look at that. 53% standby. 6.9 degrees Fahrenheit. 52.78 volts. 0 current. Oh my goodness, it's touchscreen too. Discharge on, charge on, 100 amp hour. It tells you how many cycles it's gone through. Max temp, 11.1 Fahrenheit. Minimum temp, 16.9 Fahrenheit. Status, normal. VMS, holy crap. Page 3, current, voltage, temp. Oops, there we go. Oh, there we go. It's going through, it's cycling through all the cells. You guys can't see that. There you go. It's cycling through all the cells. Telling you the voltages. They're all within a millivolt or two of each other, which I assume is normal. Otherwise it'd be a code. I don't know what the blue and what the green is, but just cycling through. And then page 1. Back to page 1. This is sweet. I assume you just push this to turn it off. Oh, that'll take you through the cycle too. Pretty cool. Pretty fancy. So, turn this off, I assume. I can just hold it. Maybe not. Turn this off. Pretty cool. 51.2 volts, just like the other 48 volt battery, server rack batteries we have in the solar shed. We're not gonna swap these. We're gonna add these to the system, and then we're gonna have 30,000 watt hours. Never in my life did I ever expect to say I'd have 30,000 watt hours of battery storage. So, really cool of Vaterer to send us these and let us try them out. Pretty excited to get this done. That way we could go like a week at least with 0 charging. Awesome. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Pretty sweet. Nice handles, just like the Luxus. But yeah, smart battery LCD. Thanks guys for supporting this channel and making it so we could get this far. Because without you, and a lot of hard work on my end and Jenny's end, but without you guys, I would just be a loony guy in the woods with a lot less stuff to play with. So appreciate you guys. Let's go inside and warm up, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Appreciate ya. Best wishes.